Alright, hello and welcome to episode 2 of our Out of the Park 2020 simulation. Just like last time, we're going to be simulating the 2020 season. And we're just going to be looking at what happens, discussing the results, entering our data into a spreadsheet, and I guess just killing time until the MLB is back pretty much. Alright, we're just gonna autoplay until end of the season. See how this one goes. Hopefully it's pretty different from the first one. The Pirates winning the NL Central. Impressive. A's are off to a really bad start. Really bad start. Wow. Not good for them. Hey, there's Heaney there again. 7 wins, ERA below 1. This game seems to like him. There's Malik Smith. Top of the stolen bases leaderboard, just like last time. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt this time. Cubs have fallen out once again. Not too surprised there. Okay, well, the Rays are leading the East. That's interesting. In the last simulation, they got 4th in the division, I believe. Well below 500. Not a pretty sight. Looks like so far the best team in baseball by a decent margin is the Angels. Is interesting. Whoa. Will Smith leading the National League in home runs. That is surprising. Hey, I love to see stuff like that, though. The crazy things that you would never predict. Sure, it won't last, but it's still cool to see. And Kershaw leading the league in ERA. That is vintage. Leading the majors, actually. That's good. That's nice to see. Man, Out of the Park seems to like the 2020 Pirates. Yeah. In my mind, I always think of them as among those, like, bottom teams in baseball, but in our last simulation, they're only like 6 games or so below 500, and now they're contenders in August. The East divisions are pretty close. Braves, Nationals, Yankees, Rays. Oh wow, those WAR totals, and it's only September. That is crazy. Francisco Lindor is going crazy. Whoa, 372? Jeez. That is crazy high, right? And looks like, okay, playoffs. The Padres make the playoffs again. The Reds win the division, okay. Alright, come on, Twins. There we go. Twins-Dodgers, an interesting matchup. There it is. Alright. Very interesting season. I'm excited to talk about this one. Alright, so I think the first thing we'll look at, how the year went for every team. This division, you got the Yankees beating the Rays out by only 1 game. Sounds exciting. Let's see. Red Sox, Blue Jays, pretty accurate. Orioles, terrible team. These 3 are all pretty expected. The Yankees, you probably expect to do a little better, but in general, that division, very conformal to expectations. The Twins beating out the Indians by only 1 game, and the Astros beating out the Angels by only 1 game. Now that's exciting. 3 divisions won by only 1 game. Let's see. Rangers getting last in the division again. That's really surprising to me. They seem like a decent team on the surface. They definitely seem better than the Mariners, but these first 2 simulations, they've gotten last in the division. Okay. Alright. Let's see. The Braves win the East. Nationals take a wildcard spot. Not very surprising. The Reds win the Central. They went from last in our first simulation to first in this simulation. I think that says a lot about the team. Oh, wow. How did I not notice this? Okay. The Dodgers win 113 games. Oh my god. That is insane. That would be... That's one of the best seasons of all time, for sure. It's better than the Red Sox were in 2018, and that was one of the best seasons ever. That's... I mean, the record's 116 wins. I know one of the Yankees teams in the 90s won 114. But those might have been the only other times that happened. That is an insane record. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the playoffs. Let's look at the playoffs. So if we look at wildcard games, the Rays beat the Angels, 2-1. Let's see. Yeah, just a low-scoring game. Glasnow versus Heaney. The Rays and their amazing bullpen is what pulls it off for them. Makes sense. Padres beat the Nationals 5-2. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, they scored their runs late. The Nationals. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not too much to say there. Mackenzie Gore gets the start for the Padres. That's a good year for him. A rookie comes up, starts the wildcard game. Patrick Corbin giving up 5 runs. What happened to Scherzer and Strasburg? Looks like Strasburg was available in relief. I guess Scherzer probably was hurt or something. Look at the division series. We got the Astros over the Rays in 4. Verlander the win. McCullers, Glasnow. Yeah, not much to say here. Altuve has a good series, as expected. Moving on. The Twins versus the Yankees. The Twins beat the Yankees in the playoffs. Sweet, sweet redemption. Would never happen in real life. You'd like to hope it would, but hey, that's why we look at the simulations. Let's see. Yankees win game 1 2-0. Looks like it's going the same way that it always does for the Twins. But Sano hits a couple of homers, leads them over the Yankees. They get some momentum, win a 1-run game, take the series in the end. Very exciting. Sano gets series MVP, makes sense. Judge continues to perform in the playoffs, just like real life. Okay, yeah. Pretty basic series. You like to see it. The Dodgers beat the Padres in 5. 13-11 first game, then 9-7. And a shutout. And then the Dodgers come back, score 6 runs in the last 2 games, win the series. This is... Whoa. Wait, this is a lot. This is a crazy game. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 homers in this game. That is crazy. That reminds me of 2017. That World Series. Look at that. Oh my god. Trent Grisham hit 2. Machado. Myers hit 1. Almonte hit 1. If Abraham Almonte is hitting a 3-run home run in the playoffs, you know something's gone wrong. Bellinger, Muncy hit 2. Peterson hit 2. Turner hit 1. That's crazy. That's a crazy game. That'd be fun to see. Anyway, the Dodgers pull it off in the end. Some solid all-around hitting. Looks like most of their hitters were up to it. That's exciting. Padres hit well too. Neither team's pitching did particularly well, but that's alright. Then the Braves win this series in 5. 1-run win here. 3 runs. Then the Reds come back to win games 3 and 4. But then the Braves win the decisive game 5. The Braves were the home team, which means the home team won all the games in this series, so that would be fun. Let's see. Castellanos. He was fun to have on the Cubs. Marcus Semien on the Braves. That's surprising. I'll look at that in a bit. That's surprising. And Giles on the Reds. Let's see. Ozzie Albies is the series MVP. Where'd he go? Addison Russell on the Reds. I mean, I don't know. The Braves. I don't know. I'm super surprised. I don't know. He's his name is still fresh in my mind from when he was on the Cubs. Rather not talk about it. Mike Soroka delivering once again. In our last simulation, he was very, very good in the playoffs. And gives up 1 run in 12 2/3 innings in this series. That is very good. He is, he came to play. Let's see. Twins beat the Astros in 6. Oh, 15-4 in the clincher. That's gotta hurt for the Astros. You know, I don't really feel bad for them, but that would hurt. Did Avila hit 4 homers in this series? Were they all in this series? Is that what that means? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Wow. He didn't even get series MVP. That's a lot of homers. That's all I can say. The Braves and the Dodgers. Dodgers sweep the Braves by a significant amount in each game. Some very solid pitching from the Dodgers. Pretty evenly split among their staff there. Makes sense. Only 2 homers in the whole series for the Dodgers. Only 4 for both teams combined. That's surprising. Very defensive series, but yeah, moving on to the World Series. We got the Dodgers beating the Twins. I mean, if the Dodgers won 113 games and not the World Series, that would just be a little sad. Kershaw winning Game 1. You love to see it. I love how Kershaw in the simulations is allowed to do good in the playoffs, you know? Feels like there's just some invisible force stopping him in real life. Did Brusdar Graterol, I said that very weirdly. Did he turn into a starter in this too? He did. Pretty good one too, it looks like. Interesting. 7-0, no homers. Huh. 12-4. Justin Turner, World Series MVP, when the Dodgers finally take the championship. Perfectly fitting. Well, the playoffs shake out in a pretty normal way. The Dodgers powering through everyone else. The Twins redeeming themselves in the playoffs to an extent. They didn't win it all, but any amount of playoff success is notable for them at this point. And, you know, taking out the Yankees and the Astros, then going 6 games with the 113-win Dodgers, that's pretty good. The Reds and the Padres, 2 teams that have been very bad very recently, making the playoffs. You like to see it. So I think now we're going to look at which players did well in this simulation. Hey there, couldn't help but notice that you're still watching the video. I'll assume that means you're enjoying it. If that's the case, how about dropping a like? It makes us here at The Weekly Thing feel good. Comment below what you want to see from this channel, what you think of the videos. And if you're enjoying our content, please consider subscribing. It only takes a second, it's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you change your mind. Yes, I stole this from Dream, but he follows me on Twitter, so I can use any of his ideas for free. Okay, back to the video. Alright. Luis Arias, once again batting .360, just like the last time. This, out of the park has a lot of faith in him. 80 contact, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know if, I don't know how real that is, but, I'm here for it, you know? I have no complaints about it. Wow, Gavin Lux. Hitting .336 with 33 homers? Oh, wow. He's up there in OPS. Man. Okay, no wonder the Dodgers won 113 games. They got numbers 2, 4, and 5 in OPS in the majors. That doesn't even count Will Smith, who led the league in home runs, as their catcher. That's crazy good. Holy cow. Okay. We'll back up a little bit. So we got Luis Arias and Adam Frazier, the top 2 batting average guys, respectively, in each league. BG LeMahieu up there. Again, not surprising. Giancarlo Stanton hitting 57 homers. We got 450 homer guys. That's pretty interesting. Will Smith, like I said, leading the National League behind the quartet of 50 homer American leaguers and Eloy Jimenez. Yordan Alvarez, Gleyber Torres, and RBIs. Makes sense. Mike Trout, a 478 on-base percentage. A return to form from his last simulation, and a return to form in the fact that he was injured for a decent chunk of the year. In his last simulation, he was he played the full season, but his rate stats, they were really good, but they weren't quite Troutian. Let's see. Mookie Betts leads the majors in slugging. You got Trout, Bellinger, top 2 hitters once again. Juan Soto. Oh wow, look at those hitting stats. That is just satisfying to look at. Those are some pretty ratings. Same here. Wow. Mookie. Got Lux up there. Lindor leads the majors with 11.2 WAR. That is a ton. That is so much. And once again, it looks like Trout's not going to win the MVP, just like last time. I mean, wow, that is just very high level production over a very high amount of playing time. That is crazy good. We got Arias 242 hits. That's just a crazy amount. Jimenez with a true breakout. Not too many people are surprised about that. We got Devers with another very high double season. Not too surprising. The game seems to think that his doubles from last year were legit. Arias with 55 doubles. 25 power, but he knows how to get to second, that's for sure. We got a duo double domination here with Lindor and Ramirez. Jeimer Candelario hits 47 doubles. Interesting. I mean, he's an interesting player. We'll just say that. Alex Smith once again. Ton of stolen bases. You like to see it. Almost 400 total bases for Lindor. That is a crazy high amount. Just crazy high. Hey, Guerrero hits like we expected him to last year. You like to see it. 933 OPS. Judge leads the majors in strikeouts, setting the all-time record, along with Sano, Gallo, Renfroe all topping the all-time record, and Buxton tying it. This game definitely buys into the idea that strikeouts are going up, and can you blame them? I cannot. I can't find it in myself. Baez, really, they're just not a fan of his hitting. Below average contact, only a little bit above average power, and I mean, I can get on board with the fact that his eye is really bad, but whatever. It's a simulation. It's just one simulation. Juan Soto, 155 walks. That is a ton. Trout would have had even more if he played a full season, though. Let's see. 93 extra base hits is just a lot. Joey Gallo leading the majors in isolated power. Who's surprised? Look at that. Well below average contact, max power. Of course he's going to do that. Trout, the best hitter rate-wise, followed by a trio of Dodgers. That's unfair. It's just unfair, and that does not even include the National League home run leader, once again. Who's also on their team? Alright, win probability added. Who combined their solid play with clutch? The ability to be clutch the most? Jose Ramirez, apparently. We got Anthony Rizzo on there. You'll love to see it. Despite playing a much shortened season. Nice to see. Big fan of his, of course. Alright. So the major surprises here. Lindor just putting up a monster season. 11.2 wins above replacement. Gavin Lux becoming one of the best hitters in the majors upon arrival. Stanton matching his career high in homers from his MVP season. And 4 players getting to 50 homers. Trout doing exactly what he has been doing. Keeps getting progressively a little bit even better as a hitter. This year due to an insanely high on-base percentage. But just plays 20 games short of a full season. Luis Arias continues to just get an insane amount of hits, insanely high batting average. Rafael Devers continues to get a ton of doubles. Malik Smith continues to get a ton of stolen bases. Yeah, an interesting simulation to be sure. Now we're going to look at some of the pitching leaders. You know, I saw Tyler Chatwood's name on there, and I am very curious. I'm sure it'll just be like walks or something, but... Trevor Bauer, Kevin Gausman. That is very interesting. Kevin Gausman leading all pitchers in wins above replacement. What? Okay, what? Randy Dobnak wins 20 games? Sorry, I just need a second. That's... Okay. Hey, Kyle Hendricks. If he was in the American League, he would have led the league in ERA. 7-12 record. That's what you get for being on the Cubs. Clayton Kershaw goes 18-2. Wins and losses don't matter, but that's pretty cool to see. That is crazy. Where's all the American League pitchers? What? Who led the American League in WAR? Because they're not on the list. The top guy in the American League, Matthew Boyd, 5 wins above replacement, leads the league. That is sad. This game is not a big fan of the American Leaguers. Last simulation too, they did not really show up, especially in terms of WAR. But biggest surprises here so far? Randy Dobnak winning 20 games, Kevin Gausman leading all pitchers in WAR. That is crazy. I mean, a ton of innings and a 2.61 ERA will do it, but like, Kevin Gausman, really? I don't know. Garrett Cole, 269 strikeouts, but a 4.58 ERA. Oh no, not what you like to see, Garrett. Oh, man. Okay. Shane Bieber, of course. K-to-walk ratio, not surprising. Tyler Glasnow, 41 home runs. Oh, that hurts. ERA of 6. That is a yikes. Bueller, Trevor Bauer, ERA plus. Nate Pearson. Some interesting names on this list. John Means leads the majors in BABIP. His ERA is still 4.80. Not what you like to see. That is cringe. Low BABIPs are cringe. Let's see. Quality starts. Trevor Bauer. Makes sense. What happened to Jacob deGrom? Answer that. What happened to Jacob deGrom? Where did he go? There he is. What happened? He pitched a full season, he just wasn't that great. Not what you expect. Let's see. Let's look at some streaks. Let's see what happened. Elvis Andrus, a 33-game hit streak. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Home run streaks, sure. Winning streak. Makes sense. Kershaw, 13-game losing streak. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess now we're going to be looking at the news like we did last time. We're just going to look at... First, we'll look at trades. That'll be what we do first. So, transactions. There we go. Down to the bottom. Oh, okay. Austin Barnes and Diego Cartaya for Zach Greinke. My first reaction was Cartaya better be a crazy good prospect, but Greinke's old and he's really expensive, so that's not too crazy. But man, Greinke on the Dodgers, they do not need... What? Oh, not Carlos. Not Carlos. Okay. For a second, I was like, Brandon Kinsler for Carlos Correa. Does not seem right. Let's see. Trevor Rosenthal. Don't care. Chris Archer. I should keep track of how many simulations Chris Archer gets traded in, because it seems like it's gonna happen a lot. We got this. Ian Kennedy to the White Sox. Did that happen last time? Ian Kennedy got traded. I think he might have gone to the White Sox. Michael Givens, sure. Danny Salazar. Fun little pitcher there. Barnett for Jordan. Blair. Okay, sure. Bassett. Whatever. Aaron Sanchez. Nah. Almonte. Oh, okay, there it is. Ken Giles. To the Reds. Elite closer, although not when he was with the Reds. So that backfired a little bit. Did Zach Godley pitch well? Looks like he pitched pretty well. 4.48 ERA. So they flipped him. Makes sense. Rowdy Tellez for Josh Naylor. Alright, Marcus Semien. Oh, for top prospect, Drew Waters. He is a major outfield prospect. That makes sense why they would trade him then. I mean... Yeah. Wait. Right. Nope. Yes. What I said makes sense. Wilson Contreras for Kevin Kiermaier? Why? What? No. Huge mistake. I could have told you that would be a huge mistake, and look how bad he hit. Ooh. I mean, this game does underrate Contreras, I think, but either way, that is not the move. I know the Cubs need a center fielder, but that is not the move. Nothing here really. Run for sure. Nelson Cruz to the Rays. Interesting. Oh, he did not hit well with them though. He didn't hit well with either team. That's sad. Just for some pitching. Makes sense though. Romero short. Hazley for Mercado. Hazley for Mercado. I was under the impression Mercado's a lot better. But I don't know everything, believe it or not. Who's Infante? That is such a cool name. Wady Infante. Right, like Infante or something. That is such a strange name. I love it. I like that name. Dickerson. Of course he hits well for the Cardinals after a midseason trade. That's what he does. And the final trade, Justin Williams. No one cares. Alright, well, Ken Giles, Marcus Semien, Contreras, and Kiermaier, Greinke. Some pretty big trades this year, but nothing mind-bending, really. So next we're going to be looking at the awards. Alright, major awards. Here we go. Got the batting titles. We already looked at that. Alright, the Gold Gloves. Brendan McKay, I don't really know. Jason Castro, interesting. Matt Olson, makes sense. Cesar Hernandez. Alright. I've heard he was a good defender. Chapman and Simmons, of course. Buxton, of course. Judge, of course. Austin Meadows, I didn't really know. He was a good fielder, but sure. Best defenders, Mike Leake, whatever. Muto makes sense. Hosmer, interesting. I didn't know he was a good fielder, but apparently he is. Wong, okay. Arenado, of course. Baez, there we go, getting some recognition. You'll love to see it. Peralta with another Gold Glove. Bader makes sense. Betts makes a ton of sense. Hyatt Buttry wins reliever of the year. He led the majors in saves in the last simulation. Now he's winning reliever of the year. And he's not even, like, this game doesn't even think he's that good. It's just by chance. 2.5 stars. Like, barely average pitcher. Weird. Nick Anderson came in second. Not surprising. Archie Bradley. Yeah, sure. He's always got that potential in him, I suppose. We got not the platinum sticks, the silver sluggers. Osmani Grandal, not as insane as last year, but still really good. Rodon Alvarez makes sense. Brandon Lowe, 6.7 WAR. I did not notice that at first. The Indians got the left side of the infield covered. Ramirez and Lindor, you love to see it. Stanton with his 57 homers for the Yankees. Trout, of course. Gallo, again, second time in a row. And JD Martinez. None of those are too surprising. We got, in the NL, Jake Arrieta. Love to see it. A classic. Will Smith, of course. 7 wins above replacement. This guy is crazy. Rizzo, yes. Yes, you love to see it. Look at that OPS. That is some quality hitting. Gavin Lux, of course, with his crazy year. Justin Turner winning the Silver Slugger at third base over Nolan Arenado. Interesting. And I want to see Nolan Arenado's stats for this year. Yeah, pretty subpar for him. Only 23 homers. Still a fantastic player. We got Story, not surprising. Soto, interesting. Bellinger makes sense. Of course, Mookie Betts winning both the Gold Glove and Silver Slugger. Let's see, Austin Hayes wins Rookie of the Year in the American League. Randy Dobnak leading the majors in wins, comes in second. That is modern baseball for you folks. Not that I'm complaining. I'm on board. Luzardo. I might have. Let's see. What was his OPS like? Nah, yeah, he deserved it. I was gonna say I might vote for Luzardo, 230 strikeouts, but Hayes is also a good selection. Gavin Lux, of course, one of the most valuable players in baseball in this simulation. A unanimous winner. Makes sense, rather. Oh, this guy had a good year, Shogo Akiyama. I hope this doesn't happen in real life, because he's in the Central, but those are some good hitting stats. Carter Kieboom, finally doing it in the majors. Pretty solid year. But we all knew it had to go to Gavin Lux. Best managers, Rocco Baldelli and Dave Roberts, once again. Makes sense. Heaney wins the Cy Young. He came in second in the first simulation, first in this one. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Why is he... This game likes him. Snell, Glasnow, and Morton all getting in on the voting. Verlander and McCullers. Garrett Cole, nowhere to be seen. Bauer makes sense. Gosman had a shot at it, but Bauer takes the trophy. I would have liked to seen Gosman win it, just because that's less... Or rather, it's more unexpected. But, you know, it's Trevor Bauer is no one's top pick. Anytime it's not Jacob deGrom, it's a little surprising, so. The American League, Francisco Lindor, of course, with his monster season, over 11 wins above replacement, and he didn't even get all the first place votes. Makes sense, though, with these guys going crazy as well. Although Alvarez, I don't know if he would have been a choice. I can see voting for Trout, best player on a rate basis, at least, it seems. I can see voting for Stanton leading the majors in homers, I guess. Sano had a great year. Fantastic hitter, of course. And then Bellinger wins it in the NL. It's funny how Bellinger is the unanimous winner. But, hey, the Dodgers, oh my god, the Dodgers are stacked. It is painful to look at if you're not a Dodgers fan. Look at that. Numbers 1, 2, 4, and 5 in the MVP voting, as well as number 13 and number 18 and number 21. God, they're stacked. Jesus Christ. Just 1, 2, 4, 5. That is crazy. The first, second, fourth, and fifth best players in the league. I cannot stress how stacked that is. Oh my god. If this were like basketball, where like the especially good players can just carry teams, then the Dodgers would be like the best team of all time. Like, seriously, I don't know that much about basketball, but I'm pretty confident when I say that if you have the first, second, fourth, and fifth best players in the league, and you're a basketball team, and then you also have like someone else in the top 15 in the league, then you're pretty historically great. So, let's see. One other thing I wanted to look at was the best performances. Alright. Best game of the year. Yordan Alvarez. 4 for 5. 3 homers. 7 RBIs. Couple of walks. Yeah. I don't know. These top performances are never all that great. Victor Robles hitting 3 homers. That's surprising. Let's see. Any no-hitters this year? Jose Urquidy, no-hitter for the Astros. The Astros like to throw no-hitters. They really do. Most strikeouts in a game. Really? Is 14 the most? That's a little disappointing. Any Cubs on here? On either list? No. Not too surprising. Well, with that, I suppose that'll about wrap it up. I think that's everything we've wanted to look at. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Comment below if you want to see more of this, other similar things you want to see, maybe from Out of the Park Baseball, or just things you want to see in general on this channel. You know, we got a variety of content. If you're enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.